I think there are tons of stories that we could all tell about how we realize over and over again in the summer how it's not about us.
One week I had a group of guide campers who really just made the week all about them and how much they could accomplish and the work that they could do, and they just didn't get it.
One week we had a camper who didn't believe in God. She kept questioning why bad things happened and why God was the way that He was. I got to talk to her a lot and answer a lot of her questions, but she still left the week in disbelief.
I remember it was like our 4th or 5th week and our staff was just hitting that wall of exhaustion that like every staff feels. And I remember we wanted that Thursday night just to be over so we could eat our ice cream and just go to bed because we were so exhausted.
This past summer, a nearby camp needed my attention, so I had to leave my regular camp to go help them out, and I was really worried the groups at my regular camp wouldn't have the typical team effort experience they were hoping for.
I tend to get caught up in all those tasks that need to be done, and sometimes I lose sight of why we're doing what we're doing.
For the past few summers, I've gotten the opportunity to work at the same camp in Puerto Rico. And I've gotten to work with the same homeowner named Ileana, and I thought that the work that I had been doing there had been making a significant impact on her. But she's actually a homeowner that doesn't even remember what my name is.
Then on our last night of chapel, that same group of boys were the last ones to leave. One boy was crying so hard and he couldn't stand up, so his friends picked him up and carried him to the cross. They finally got it.
After the summer, the camper who doubted got in touch with me. She told me that she had heard a sermon recently that convicted her and changed her perspective on everything, and she decided to turn her life back towards God.
All of a sudden this camper comes up and asks to speak to one of the staff members, and so they go off and talk, and they were away for a while and they come back and my staff member just tells us this girl had thought about what we've been talking about in chapel and she had been praying and she decided she wanted to follow Jesus for the first time. It was awesome.
At my regular camp, by Thursday night, the groups were spending hours and hours at the cross just worshiping and crying out to the Lord. It was really a beautiful moment.
Then all the staff gather for training before the summer, and I see all of our work culminating into a living, breathing operation.
And the homeowner Ileana is someone that has spoken a lot of wisdom into my life and shared a lot of thoughts with me and given me a lot of guidance on stuff and has really blessed me beyond what I could ever be a blessing onto her.
I realized I could try my hardest all week, but ultimately it's the Lord who changes hearts in His perfect timing.
After all my talks with her and all my prayers for her during the week while she was at camp, the camper came to know God through no direct effort of mine and well after the summer was over.
It was like in the midst of the busyness of camp, we just forgot that campers can decide to follow Jesus for the first time and that God could actually work in our most tired moments.
The Lord showed me just how powerful and mighty He is, and that regardless of my impact on the groups, He can work in wondrous ways. I'm thankful that He lets me partake in His plan, even though He really doesn't need me to.
To be just a small part of this great group is both humbling and awe-inspiring.
So getting to do that over the past few summers and getting to hear wisdom from her and try and work for her, I realized that it's not about the work that I'm doing for her, but it's about what the Lord is trying to do in and through me.
I realized it's not about me.
I realized it's not about me.
I think we all remembered that summer that it wasn't about us.
I realized it's not about me.
It's not about me.
It's not about me.